Hi, tonight is a guided meditation utilizing dragon energy. So it'll be very specific, but also really, really cool. So I'm just going to wait just a minute for a couple people to jump on, and then we'll get started. If you're new to meditation, make sure that you are comfortable. You don't need to be sitting up straight. You can be lying down for sure, especially when these run about maybe 10-15 minutes, not too long. And just make sure you're super comfortable so you don't have to worry about that, okay? And I want to talk a little bit about what dragon energy is going to mean. It's going to mean something different for everybody, right? And so if dragon already means something to you, or dragon is already maybe one of your spirit guides or something, or some that you work with regularly, then utilize that, right? So what's going to really be important is that you experience dragon as you choose, and you as you want to experience dragon. And or if you don't have any connection, then tonight you follow along and see where it leads you, right? um but we hear the term slaying your dragon or riding your dragon, and being able to overcome, being able to take charge of what's where you're struggling, take charge of where you're seeing obstacles, or you're feeling like you can't manage it. And it's about you being able to overcome and manage that yourself, right? And ride, control in a very loose term, um, to take control of the situation and of your life. I mean, we can't control other people, right? But we can find ways to genuinely be in control of our own life. And so with dragon, we are going to utilize, I will see where spirit leads us, but we're going to really utilize that energy to put us in a position of power. So wherever you're struggling with, whatever relationship you're struggling, or work, or whatever, or internal struggles and demons, we will work to utilize dragon's energy to overcome that. Okay. So let's get started. Make sure, like I said, you're comfortable. Lay down. These guided meditations usually last 10 minutes, maybe sometimes longer. But really, what's important is that you're able to follow my voice, and then follow yourself. Right? See where you're guided to. See where you're led to. No need to stay with me if you find yourself moving to a space that feels like where you're supposed to be at. What else did I want to share before we started? You might want to have a journal available. Sometimes, for some of us, when we come out of meditations, we have information we want to write down, or something we're feeling, we want to get it on paper. Okay, here we go. 3 releasing breaths. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, blow it out. 2 more times, your own pace. One more. All right. I want you to gently deepen your breath, gently slow down the breath, and lengthen your breath. For anyone that's new, I do have dogs. They may bark. And if they do, just stay with my voice. It'll pass. As we deepen the breath, we lengthen the breath. As we lengthen the breath, we slow down the breath. As the breath deepens, as the breath lengthens, as the breath slows down, we're making space for something new, for a new experience, for a new choice. We're making space to move away from that which is no longer serving us, or we no longer choose. And with the breath, we're making space for this in the belly, with each depth, with each length. Continuing to breathe. Relax the shoulders. Relax the forehead, and the eyes. Wiggle the fingers and the toes to make sure they're not clenched. And allow the shoulders to pull away from the ears. Become aware of your chest rising and falling with your breath. Become aware of your heart and your lungs. Feel the movement of the breath in your belly. Make sure that belly is relaxed, flexible, at ease. And as the breath moves, the belly also moves. We don't want to hold the belly in tight. This is our place of communication, of connection. We feel in the belly. It's our gut feeling. And it's our relationships that live in the belly. How we digest our food, how we digest our connection to others, how we digest our connection to the world, to social media. It all lives in the belly. And the more open and flexible and pliable the belly is, the easier we can manage our relationships. Allow the hips and the thighs to let go, the calves and the feet to be at ease. Noticing if the breath is remaining slow, clear, deep. I want you to now visualize, imagine, or feel yourself walking through a desert. And you're alone in that desert with your thoughts, with your suffering, with your fear, but also with your joy and your courage and your strength. And as you walk across this desert, you allow yourself to feel the pain, the sadness, feeling defeated. Allow yourself to feel this truth. But as you continue to walk, you notice that you start to walk a little taller, a little lighter, a little clearer. And knowing that within these feelings of despair also lives joy, confidence, success, knowing. Which are we going to choose? Maybe we're not sure just now. That's okay. Continue your walk. But I want you to feel yourself, see yourself, imagine yourself standing a little bit taller, walking a little bit brisker, a little bit stronger as you're crossing this desert. And as you begin to walk a little bit clearer, a little bit stronger, a little bit more confident, you begin to see your soulmate, which tonight is Dragon. And Dragon is your soulmate tonight because Dragon is that side of you that experiences and chooses power, balance, knowing. And you begin to walk towards this energy, this vision, this actual experience of Dragon. And it's a little overwhelming because Dragon is massive. And Dragon has many opportunities, one being with one swoop of its paw or of its tongue, you're gone. But it also has the power of flight. It has the power of speed. And it has the strength of knowing. And as you continue to make your way closer, you become face to face with Dragon. And I want you to just be still for a moment as you stare at your Dragon. And you breathe deep. And you feel the heat coming from Dragon. And you feel the wind as Dragon's wings move. You feel the massive presence of Dragon looming over you. And in the same moment that you fear, you also feel incredibly courageous. And in the same moment that you feel this massive creature that you feel less than, you also feel equal to. Allowing yourself to feel both, to feel the fear, but also feel the courage, to feel the heat, but also to feel the light. And sit here for a moment as these emotions and experiences just whirl through you until you get to a point to where you may notice you can pick and choose which emotion you would like to live with. Is it the courage? Is it the power? Is it the light? Notice how you can choose your emotion. And notice how Dragon is mirroring back to you exactly who you are, what you are. Dragon doesn't change or move as you move through the emotional pool. And when you're ready, I want you to climb up and place yourself, seat yourself right on top of your dragon. Just be here for a moment. What does this feel like? What does it feel like to be sitting this tall? What does it feel like to be this big? What does it feel like to feel as if anything is possible? What does it feel like to have this animal at your disposal to protect, to fight, to direct itself based off of you and what you're feeling? Your emotions begin to dictate the movement of dragon. Whether you're feeling fearful, it may move slow or not at all. If you're feeling courageous, you may start to pick up speed. If you're unsure, you may move a little slowly or not at all. Take a moment, decide where you're at with dragon. Can you take flight? Can you take flight, bringing yourself above the noise, above the chaos, above the life, so you can look down with a little more clarity, a little more detachment? Or are you staying grounded and simply running together, riding together, or walking together? Notice where you are at. Notice your connection to dragon. And or if you struggle with a connection, just simply breathe, keeping holding that image of dragon right next to you, with you. What does it feel like? This massive creature that moves by your emotional experiences. What does this feel like for you? What is your connection to this creature? Is it offering you freedom, guidance, or are you unsure? Wherever you're at, see if you can take flight if you haven't already. Wherever you're at, see if you can pick up speed if you're grounded. And as you move with dragon, you come across that person or that experience that you've been struggling with. What is the response that you two choose? When you feel this experience, when you see this person, what is the response that you both choose? Maybe you just move right past it because it is no longer relevant. You can feel your own power and your own clarity that you don't need to prove it. You don't need to discuss it. Maybe you look down and you see this person with compassion, you see the struggle, and you realize where your power is living has nothing to do with where they are at. Your ability to feel or experience power has nothing to do with where they are at. Allow yourself to ride, to fly, feeling the power of dragon, the massive experience of dragon. What does it feel like to be this free? What does it feel like to know the way dragon knows? It knows what it's capable of. It knows its power of destruction, but it also knows its power to heal, to help. Where do you fall on that spectrum? Wherever you're at, I want you to slow down your movements and ground yourselves and eventually step off sitting next to dragon. You see yourself sitting tall, eyes closed, dragon sitting next to you, still. I want you to allow yourself to simply absorb dragon's energy as you sit without thinking. Feel it, absorb it, experience it, allow it to run through you. Thanking dragon for the work, for the journey, knowing that as we come back, that energy is always with us. It's always something we can turn to. 3 deep releasing breaths as you feel and see you and dragon merge into one. Inhale, hold the image. Exhale, feeling the merge. Inhale, hold the image. Exhale, feel the merge. Inhale, hold the image. Exhale, feel the merge. Gently open your eyes. Just be still for a moment. Not too much movement just yet. Just notice how you feel. If you'd like to share with me how you're feeling, please do. What is going to be most important for you is to notice the subtlety of the energy that you experienced when you were looking at or writing or seeing or feeling dragon, and being able to bring that into your life when you need it, being able to call upon it, being able to um, utilize it and know that it's really there for you. And when we are able to call on that subtle energy at any time, we can. Sorry, I'm reading Harlow's. Exactly what I needed. Many thanks. You're welcome. When you can call on that energy at any time during sometimes the most painful of times, you notice how you can shift where you're at. You can shift the experience you're having. When you are able to take yourself out of this physical, dense life experience, especially when it's difficult, and incorporate an energy to help you, in a sense, re energize the situation you're in so you can see it from a different perspective. So you can feel it from a different perspective. So it isn't just what you're hearing, it isn't just what you're looking at, but you're feeling it, right? Hi, Denise. Good work tonight. Any questions on that meditation? That was excellent work, you guys. Feel free to go back and use it, listen to it as often as you need to. I'm going to be jumping on over to Instagram. I'll be there in about 30, 40 minutes for tarot, our usual guided meditation, spirit talk, all that stuff. And then next week, I'll be back here. We will have Melissa with us. So we'll be doing another paranormal case. All right. Thank you very much. And I'll see you next Thursday, this time for a paranormal case.